Welcome to Peter's Perfect Cheesecake and More. Today, we're not making cheesecake, are we?
Nope.
Okay. What are we making?
We're making Amaretto cake.
Oh, all right. Yes, we are. And this is a recipe that's not mine. Where did I get it from?
My aunt.
Your aunt. And what's her name?
Nafsika.
Is she here?
Yes.
Hey, I see her over here. Come on in, Nafsika.
Hello.
Yes. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Right. Is it okay that I stole your recipe?
Absolutely.
All right, great.
I'm just afraid it's going to be better than mine.
I hardly think so. You've made it a zillion times and I've made it like only about 20. Anyway.
I'm happy to be passing the traditions on to Stephanie.
One thing before we go on any farther, Stephanie. The last time we made cheesecake, our tagline was, "It's so easy, even a 9-year-old can do it." What happened between that filming and this filming?
I had a birthday.
Oh man, and how old did you turn?
I turned 10.
Are we gonna change the tagline?
Yes, we are.
And what's it gonna be now?
So easy, a 10-year-old can do it.
Exactly. So Steph, are you ready to make amaretto cake?
Yes, I am.
Excellent. Is it okay if Aunt Nafsika helps us?
Of course.
Oh,
Perfect.
thank you. Thank you.
You know, we could start at the first ingredient and we'll get the cake mix. You want to just pour that, or maybe hand it to Stephanie and she can pour it in?
So how much?
I'm glad you asked because the recipe calls for 18.5 ounces, but they make boxes with 15.45 ounces. So we have like 1 1/8 boxes. So we're going to make the 18 ounces.
So if I may interject, Peter's probably comes out better because he uses the 2 boxes.
I don't think so.
You can use just one and it'll just be a little bit smaller, but I think it comes out just as well. But this is Peter's recipe now.
Oh my God. No, it's not. All right. That's great. Now, the next ingredient, do you want to put in the pistachio pudding mix?
Yep.
Does it smell good?
Yes, it's
Oh wow.
You want to just even that out? So there we go. Next ingredient, 4 eggs. Can you take care of that?
Whole eggs, right?
Holy.
Whole eggs, you're right. Next ingredient is a 1/4 cup of amaretto. And there it is.
Do not drink.
Do not.
Right.
drink.
Steph is 10.
I'll-
She is not legally able to drink.
All 10-year-olds out there.
And you can't lick
not
the bowl,
drink.
okay?
Aww.
Perfect. All right, amaretto's done. Now a 1/4 cup of vodka.
If I may.
Again, you can't lick the bowl.
Cannot lick the bowl.
Cannot lick the bowl.
Oh,
Sorry, sorry
See,
kids.
Tito's.
The kids.
That's better than I use.
Yeah. So far, is this really hard?
No,
Okay, good.
no.
How easy is it?
So easy, a 10-year-old can do.
Perfect. All right, moving along. We have 2/3 of a cup of orange juice. Thank you, Aunt Nafsika.
Go.
There you go. And the last ingredient is 1 cup of vegetable oil.
There you go. Okay.
Those are all the ingredients. Was that hard? Not even a little bit. The difficult part is you want to mix it really slowly at the beginning. So put the beaters in and just turn it on the first click. Okay? All right, that's good. Yeah, 1 click is good. Start mixing it up. This is about the consistency you want. It's all very well mixed. We've been beating it for about 1.5 minutes, maybe 2 minutes. And it looks like it's ready to go in the pan. Steph, you did a great job mixing up the batter. It looks perfect, actually.
Yep.
I really like it. But we're gonna have to pan the pan so the cake doesn't stick to the pan. So later when we take it out, it just falls out. Is it okay if I pan the pan?
Yes.
We pan the pan. We gotta pan all the surfaces.
Use the pan with baking.
Pan
with
for
flour.
baking.
Yeah.
So it's got flour in it.
Okay.
It's great stuff. So this is yours. This is mine. I'm gonna hold the bowl and you're gonna scoop it into the pan. Keep going. It'll all even out. Nice and slow and gentle.
And try to scoop the edges out as much as you can.
Okay. that sounds good. Great. Okay, let's do the last couple. I think that's it. Nafsika, can you take that?
Yep.
I usually like to shake it a little bit, just so it gets even. You want to shake it a little bit? So Steph, now that it's in the pan, it looks great.
Ooh.
What are we going to do?
We're gonna take it to the oven.
Great idea. Why don't I slide it over here,
Okay.
and then I'll open the door, and you can put it on the bottom rack. There you go. Put it right in there. Just got to be careful, the oven's hot.
Yeah.
What's the temperature?
Oh, that's great.
The
So,
temperature is 350 degrees
for how long?
for 45 minutes.
We'll be back in 45 minutes, but what are we going to do in the meantime? We got to make the glaze.
Ooh.
Yep. So we're going to go over to the stove. We're going to make some glaze. Steph, are you ready to make the glaze?
Yep.
All right, marvelous. Why don't you throw the butter in there?
Sure can.
So it's 1 stick of butter,
You use unsalted?
unsalted butter without the paper, right? We're going to put the paper in?
No.
No. Okay, fine. What's the next step? 1 cup of sugar.
Yep.
Can you put that in?
Yep.
All right. Now we're going to put them in before we turn the heat on, okay? Because you don't really want to burn the butter or whatever. Okay, so there's 4 ingredients. Number 3 is a 1/4 cup of amaretto.
Remember, don't drink this.
That's right. Not for another 11 years.
No.
When you turn 21.
Wait, 11?
11. You're 10, right?
Oh yes, I'm
That's right. Okay. Last ingredient, 1/4 cup of orange juice.
I love orange juice.
You can drink that.
I can.
Yes. We're going to turn the stove on to really low. Because I don't want to turn it up really high. And if you turn it up really high, it might get burned and nothing good can happen. So why don't we come back in like 10 minutes. We'll just leave it here. It'll melt and do its thing. And then we'll come back and see how it looks. Sound good? So, Steph, it looks like it's starting to boil and simmer. What do you think? Looks good.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, great. Yeah, just be careful, it's hot.
Yep.
So you want to stir it up. You're a figure 8 kind of girl? I'm more of a circular kind of guy. But whatever works. That looks perfect.
Yes, it
It's
does.
just bubbling a little bit and it's ready to go on the cake. Steph, it's been in for 45 minutes at 350.
Yep.
Now it's time to take it out. You got to be very careful because it's very hot.
Yep.
You can reach in there and get it out.
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to bring it over to the counter. Great.
Ooh.
Ooh, it's sizzling.
How does it smell?
Put it right there. Okay, you can take your mitts off.
The aroma is crazy.
Crazy. Choose your weapon there. I got a weapon, you got a weapon. What are we going to do?
We're gonna stab the cake.
We're going to poke holes in it. A lot of them. You take that half, I'll take this half. Sound good? How many holes do you think we should make?
I don't know, about like 40 maybe?
I usually make 100.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if that's right, but I usually like try to get it around the sides. There you
And
go.
we also do this to make sure it's cooked all the way through.
Well, that's true. And the toothpick came out clean, but this is so that all the glaze goes into the cake.
And kids can eat this because the alcohol burns off.
That's right. They're not going to get drunk and silly and
No.
none of that. So this cake is okay for a 10-year-old?
Yes, it is.
Excellent.
And I'm happy about it because it smells very good.
Yes.
If I might interject,
Yes.
it does look like your cake is a lot bigger because you use the extra
No.
cake mix.
Could be.
So it does look good.
Well, thank you, Nafsika.
So you have in fact perfected.
I don't know about that, but here we go.
And 10-year-olds and younger kids can eat the sauce too.
Right.
All the alcohol burns.
All right. I think we've put enough holes in there. We must be at 100 by now. So what you're going to do, you're going to take a spoon. I'm going to hold the pan.
Okay.
And I'm going to take my own spoon, and 1 tablespoon at a time, we're going to pour it into the cake. Just like that. And we're gonna move it around. We're gonna make sure the whole cake gets covered, because we don't want like part of it to be dry and part of it to be wet. That's silly. I think we're covering the whole cake. We're doing a great job.
And are the holes so one, it can cool down, and two, like all the sauce can seep through.
Exactly. So the glaze can go into the cake, because that makes it moist, right?
Yep. And actually, I don't know if this will work, but I feel like if you had a dry cake, if you did a bunch of this,
It won't be a dry cake anymore.
maybe?
Yeah, I think you're right. So, Steph, it looks like it's really moist.
Yeah.
I think we did a really good job. It looks like there's a lot of glaze there. Is that a problem?
No, not at all, because the cake is just so thirsty for the glaze that it will soak it up.
Great.
See,
All
it's
right.
already soaking it up right here.
Yeah, I think you're right. You want to take a look at that cake? I think I got to use this because it's still kind of hot.
It's very hot.
Maybe I'll use both of them.
Please do.
How long do you let it sit to absorb?
I usually leave it overnight. What do you think? Thanks to my sister Nafsika, this is Peter's Perfect Amaretto Cake. So we have the amaretto cake, and you can see that all the glaze kind of soaked into the cake.
Yep.
There's no more excess, and it's going to be nice and moist. But now we got to flip it over because we're not going to eat it out of the pan, are we?
No.
No. So here, take this and flip it over, put it on the pan, just like that. Left hand on top, right hand on bottom. You're going to lift it up and flip it over. Good job. Now, you know what I could do? I could do this. Just once, and usually it unseats the cake. Boom. There you go. This is Peter's Perfect Amaretto Cake with great help from Stephanie, with the recipe from my sister Nafsika. And we only have one question left.
What?
How easy is amaretto cake?
So easy, a 10-year-old can do it.
Exactly. And if you're in upstate New York, visit Athos Restaurant. See you next time.